We got muscle and brains at LopezTonight.com. WWE superstar. Check this out. Harvard Law graduate. How about? David Otunga's here. He's going to answer some of your Twitter questions. The first question, how does your wife feel about you when you told her you wanted to get into wrestling, David?
Well, I don't think it was something she expected because when she met me, I was a lawyer, but she knew it was a dream of mine since I was a child. I always talked about it, and I finally got the opportunity to audition for it and try out. She's my biggest supporter. She comes to all my matches. I mean, she came when I started out. There's like 25 people in the crowd, and then now, we're main eventing SummerSlam at the Staples Center. Doesn't get much bigger than that.
How about that? So, you were a lawyer. You handle cases in court?
Yeah. Actually tried cases in court. I was a lawyer at a large law firm for a year in Chicago. Yep, went to Harvard Law School.
That's beautiful.
It was legit.
Listen, hey, if you learn anything, follow your dream and look at David. David was a graduate, lawyer, dreamt about being a wrestler. Now he's a wrestler. I love that. And if I go to SummerSlam and get caught or detained, I'm going to call you out of the ring.
I'll hook you up.
Oh, how about I'll ask one of my own questions. This one comes from Vato Loco at... have you ever wrestled in Mexico?
No, not yet, but I plan to one day.
I hear our Truth was saying that the Mexican wrestling fans are the greatest, and Orton was saying that too.
Yeah, they're really great over there. So I definitely want to get over there.
If you can't go wrestle in Mexico, just get in a fight in East LA. Same thing. Our next question is from the Necklace Plaque. What do the symbols on your tattoo represent?
Oh, I should show my tattoo.
Look at that arm.
Right there. Well, these symbols actually are my son's name. But now, I just said my son was 1 year old, and I've had this for longer than that. That's because we have the same name. So actually, it was my name spelled phonetically out in Chinese. Happens to be my son's name, too, so that's what I tell people.
Man, what's happening with that arm? Dude, flex again. Let's see that arm. Look at that thing.
A little something.
That's all right. How about this one? This is from Tista's Diva. Wants to know, what do you like to do when you're away from the ring, David?
Oh, relax. Just spend time with my family. There's nothing like, just taking my son out to a park, just playing with him, be with my fiance, my sisters, my nieces and nephews, just whatever. I like to go to movies, too. Yeah,
what type of movies do you like?
I like to see anything.
Has a movie made you cry? What was the last movie that made you cry?
Nothing. I've never cried in a movie.
What?
Actually, never. Yeah, maybe I'm weird, but I've never cried in a movie.
All right.
What's the last movie that made you cry?
What movie made me cry? Let's see. I cried at... I can't remember. I think Rugrats or some...
Rugrats?
They lost... Somewhere a little kid got lost. And finally, you know what? I'm not sure. But I've cried at movies before. I cry now because they're so damn expensive, but... that shit got expensive, didn't it?
Yeah, they
used to be going to a movie was easy. And now if you don't buy your tickets on the internet, you're almost like lost when you get there.
You're spending half your paycheck at the movies.
And finally, Latina wants to know, if you had to switch bodies with one WWE superstar, past or present, who would you choose? That's a good question.
That is a good question. Well, really, I don't think anybody's more fit than I am.
I believe that.
Say that.
I believe that.
I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just trying to be real. But I would say Andre the Giant. That was the biggest dude ever.
Andre the Giant was a great, legendary wrestler.
Oh, my gosh. He was huge. I was like 7'5", 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. Me, I would choose to be Mil Máscaras. Do you know Mil Máscaras, Mexican wrestler?
I do, actually.
He's 74 years old, still wrestles. That's true, too. All right, everybody, thanks for all your tweets. We have the Twitter Q&A with The Miz coming up. So to follow me on Twitter, at George Lopez, send us your questions. Thank you, everybody. Let's thank David Otunga.
Thank you all.
WWE SummerSlam is Sunday live on pay-per-view.